Hey everybody, what's going on? And thanks for stopping by and digging into the card pile. Well, I made it, guys. 400 subscribers. I can't believe it. You guys really pulled through, and I appreciate you guys watching and sticking by, even though I'm a train wreck. But I dig it all that you guys are watching and all that. Please keep giving the likes and the views, and hopefully I can keep entertaining you more or making you laugh one way or another or showing you some cool cards. Because basically that's what I try to do. Show some cool cards. At least to me, they're cool, and I hope you guys like them too. So anyway, for my 400th video, I was thinking of doing a giveaway, but it came kind of quick. It honestly did. I didn't think I was going to make it soon. I've been on YouTube, I can't remember how long, for a while, making card videos. And I just love showing my cards and new things I get or some old things I find in the collection, and talking about cards and meeting you all cool people in the hobby. I mean, everybody from Warren D in the CLE to Don't Talk to Robots to John Jabs to Steve over at Vintage on Vintage. I mean, just there's many more of you out there, and I'm so pleased that you guys are checking out the videos, and I love watching all your guys' stuff. Still working on this throat thing. I just can't figure it out. Sorry about that. But anyway, I just figured I'm going to do a contest here soon. I know I seen Warren D talk about him getting 400 subscribers and talking about a contest. Maybe we'll communicate and maybe come up with something together or separate. Who knows? But congratulations to him. And I figured I'd just show a couple of the cards I was grateful to get over the years of collecting. And some people might call them Grail cards. Some might not call them Grail cards. To me, they're definitely cards I wanted to have in my collection and wanted for a long time, or just wanted in general. So anyway, let's start it off with this cool 1967 Topps Wahoo McDaniel 5.5 SGC. Growing up, I didn't really know he played football until I got around a teenager, then, because I knew him from professional wrestling. And I saw this card out there, and I was like, I got to get that. So eventually, I did. I knew he had this card back in the 80s when I was a teenager, and I just never saw it around. And then in my later years, I ended up picking it up. And here's the back. I mean, it's a sharp-looking card, and it's Wahoo McDaniel. Let me know in the comments if you guys watched him wrestle back in the day, or seen him play football. Then next we have this 1980-81 Topps, and it's got Larry Bird on there. It's not the real sought-after rookie, but this is still the 3-panel rookie, and it's got some cool players on there. Scott May went to IU, which is Purdue's arch rival, and then Jack Sikma. I always liked Jack Sikma, and the hick from French Lick, Indiana. Larry Bird, I mean, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. And then when I was a teenager and early 20s and a kid, even, definitely a kid, college football was big around here because of Purdue. But besides Purdue, I like the University of Miami and Jim Plunkett. I like Jim Plunkett too. But Jim Kelly was the quarterback, and he played for Miami, and then he went to the USFL because he didn't want to play in Buffalo in the NFL at the time. And this is his rookie card from 84 Topps USFL set for the Houston Gamblers. Always wanted this card. I wanted to collect this set. And I think I have 2 of the 3 top highest cards in there. I think the Herschel Walker might be higher. I don't know, but the only 2 I have are basically this one and the Reggie White PSA 4, I think PSA 7. I showed that recently on a card of the night. But anyway, always wanted this card, and I won it in an auction and got it for a really good price. And then how every collector, wants to get some T206 cards, and I'm pretty much the same way. But I didn't know what to get, and I didn't want to get a card that was that I didn't know the player or anything, or just a cool looking card would have got. But I wanted to get a story or something behind the player of the card, because I'm not going to collect a bunch of T206s. So I found this one. This is a 1910 Piedmont Cigarettes T206 Lena Blackburn. Great story behind this card, or the player on this card. He eventually, after his playing days, was a coach, and then he was talking to an umpire about the ball being slick and this and that. And he was on a camping or fishing trip, and he found this mud. And I believe it's from the Delaware River, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's the Delaware River. But anyway, he brought it back to some people in baseball, and they decided to use it. I think the American League used it first for a few years, and then the National League came along with it, and they've been using this ever since. So Lena Blackburn's Mud is the story behind it. And the only other T206 card I'd like to get would be Sleepy Bill Burns. And I can't remember if it's a Piedmont or not, but he was the go-between between the 1919 White Sox and the Gamblers to help fix the World Series. So there's a good story behind that card, the Bill Burns card. So that's my next Grail card, is T206 Bill Burns. And then one of my favorite players, it was Bill Buckner, and then this guy. Saw him in the 77 World Series. Man, my voice is trash. But the 77 World Series was the first one I watched and caught on, and everything was cool. And it was the Yankees, and I fell in love with this player, Reginald Martinez Jackson. And this is his rookie card from 1969. It is a PSA 4. If anybody out there has a SGC4 and they would want to trade for the PSA, don't worry, that scratch thing is on the plastic. Anyway, if anybody out there wants a PSA 4 for an SGC4, hit me up in the comments, or I believe my email is posted on the top. So that would be cool to get a hold of me. I'd love to trade this in for an SGC. But it's still Reggie Jackson, and it's his rookie card, and I just love it. Maybe I'll keep it. And then another one I have is this 1960 Topps Carl Yastrzemski card. I had one as a kid that I got at a card show, but then basically I got swindled out of it by a dealer at a card show, some adult guy. Maybe he didn't swindle me out of it, but he tilted it like this, and on the imprint, somebody had wrote on a sticker or something the price for it. And when he shined it in the light like that, he offered me real little for it. And I didn't know much then, other than I liked Carl Yastrzemski. But he pretty much took me and got the card. I could have lived with it. If I was a little bit older, I could have lived with it, because you would have only saw it like this or something. I don't know. I was swindled, but I was grateful to get this back. I believe the wife got this for me, and so kudos to her, Mrs. Card Pile. But yeah, it's a 4.5, and I dig it. Way better shape than the one I had as a kid. And then the last card I'm going to show, I've showed this several times because it's probably my favorite card of all time, next to my Pete Rose 1964 trophy card and my Roberto Clemente 1972. But this card right here, I chased for it forever. As a kid, I never saw one in person, just read about it in the magazines. And it's the 1982 Fleer John Littlefield reverse negative. Again, I'll show it over and over. I just never saw this card as a kid at card shops, card shows, even as an adult. Heck, I went to the National one year and didn't even see, nobody had one of these. Crazy thing is, I caught it. I was at a consignment shop and I saw it and I was like, this can't be real. It can't be real. I've never seen one. I was almost 50. Damn. But yeah, went all them years without seeing it, and all of a sudden it's just in some random consignment shop. And I drove, I grabbed it, looked at it. It's like, man, I don't know if I have enough cash on me. I don't want to dip into the card. I looked, I had just enough cash because he wanted $60 minus 15% off. And I was like, So I couldn't decide. So I took off. I got about halfway home, pulled over, called the wife, told her. She's like, I don't want to hear about your nerd stories. If you want the card, go get it. So I went back and got it and held it on for a few years. Sent it off to get authenticated along with the corrected version. And they both came back as GC8s. But yeah, this is my Grail card of Grail cards right here. You know, people might have Babe Ruth, Ty Cobb, Ted Williams, Jackie Robinson cards that they want, that is their ultimate card. But to be honest, besides the I wanted this even more so than the Pete Rose rookie. Yeah, probably so. And to get them both graded 8s is just phenomenal. I don't know. It was an obsession trying to find this card as a kid. I don't know why. I don't like the Padres. This guy very rarely played. I mean, after 1 year, I think maybe 2 years. I don't know. His career was pretty stale. But nonetheless, this card kicked off the era craze, and it was the first card I really seen in the baseball card magazines that just skyrocketed. And I thought, why? And then I looked at it and read about it. And I was like, And then growing up, never knew anyone to have one. And so I just always wanted it. So that's my Grail card of all time. Yeah. So I hope you dug those cards. Let me know in the comments which ones were your favorite. And again, thank you all for getting me to 400 subscribers. That is awesome. And I appreciate it very much. Please give this video a like and thumbs up, just so we can show the algorithm that, hey, we all like cards and we all support each other, and I appreciate it. You guys have a good one. Thanks again. And I did go to a card shop and show recently, so I'll show those in my next video. Hopefully you stick around. Hopefully my voice gets better, and have a good one.